Okay, I'm at crack at the ground. I'm going northbound through the main trench where I came. There's a trail through here. A lot of it's somewhat easy. At the south end, there's a little bit of a boulder scramble, but it's not too unreasonable. As you can see here, it's not very deep. It's like 5 feet wide, 5 feet tall. But you notice ground level is reasonably flat, and the trail keeps going down, down, down. Here's a wide spot where it's like 15 feet wide, and then it gets narrow again, like maybe 6 feet wide. So it just keeps getting wider, narrower, a bit uneven, make it interesting. Obviously, if it was shaped like a highway tunnel, you know, that'd be boring, because then you could just walk through a highway tunnel. Where's the fun in that? A lot of greenery down here. Grasses, small flowers, mosses, lichens. Biology major would have some fun down here. I haven't seen a lot of birds though. The only animals I've seen are small lizards. We do have rattlesnakes around here. It'd be kind of cool to see a rattlesnake. Unless of course it was in my way, in which case I'd have to go back the way I came. So that kind of sucks. There's a rock that's wedged in there. I'm going to be going underneath it. Hopefully it's well behaved because there's not much holding it up. There's a lot of places like this here where there are sort of natural bridges across the trench, and it's just caused by a big boulder falling in and not falling all the way to the bottom. Makes you wonder, you know, in the next earthquake, are they ever going to fall down, finish the job, or they're pretty well sturdy? Even here, look at that huge crack. Doesn't it seem plausible that whole rock's about to fall down? Hope it doesn't do it with me here. That's why another reason it's a good idea not to touch stuff. Wouldn't it be terrible if you just touched it and it fell down because of you? Unlikely, I'm sure it was several times, but who knows? I'm not going to find out the hard way. So you can see you got a zigzag of it. It looks like a little cave there. It's a dead end. I already checked it out. It's not really even a cave. It's just sort of a gap in the rock. Looks like most people have been doing a good job of staying on the trail here. So there's still a lot of greenery on both sides of the trail. Obviously, some places they get so busy or people get so adventurous, they trample everywhere, ruins some of the natural beauty, especially the ecosystem. It's a whole bunch of bird poop up there. I'm assuming pigeons or something like that nest up there. I haven't seen any birds, so I couldn't tell you. I'm definitely not qualified to recognize an animal by its excrement. Pardon my French. All right, here's those trees again. Actually, in the city, we call those, what do you call those? Hedges. Those little bushes they used to make hedges, kind of similar. A lot of dandelions down here, too. I was joking earlier about maybe they didn't come through and weed it. Now look, I get to climb back up. Before I do that, maybe I should climb through there. Obviously, it's just another dead end. Just a gap between the rocks. Nothing particularly interesting or important. I'm holding my camera, so I only have one free hand. Make sure I don't plummet to my doom. I didn't see a return trail alongside the crack. So if you come this way, your best bet is go back the way you came. You don't want to go wandering off trail, fall in another crack. I've seen there's at least 2 parallel cracks here. It'd be very interesting to see how they formed. I'm assuming they formed at the same time, but I wasn't there now, was I? Wow, now I'm at the deepest part, well, getting there. it's actually nice and cool down here. Not just because it's in the shade. Wow. Here's an interesting little area up there. I'm still thinking this is caused by air bubbles when the rock was still liquid. I'm not 100% sure, but that would explain the shapes. But yeah, it's really cool down here. Kind of like being in a cave or a cave entrance. Just because, not just we're in the shade, but I don't know, it's just so much cold air down here. Heat rises, cold air falls, right? This is like a cold trap, cold air trap. Very interesting. I've seen pictures of this place on the ground, but it really, I didn't even come here on purpose. I was actually looking for something else and got lost. That's another story. But anyway, I figure as long as I'm here, might as well have a little fun. I'd obviously rather be exploring a real cave, but we'll call this a stepping stone. How's that sound? Wow. So you notice how it's just a narrow little passageway down there. From here, it looks like I'm not even going to fit, but I'll actually be able to stand up and walk through just fine, as long as I watch myself. So I'm holding the camera just under 6 feet high here. So as you can see, I got plenty of headroom here, and there's dozens and dozens of feet up to the ground level here. Man, look at that pretty green. I hope the camera's picking it up okay. There's just a little bit of natural light getting in here. I don't even know if it ever gets direct light. Oh wow, dude. Actually, I don't want to touch it. It looks like it might be cave popcorn, but it could be just life forms. I won't know unless I touch it, but I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to be that guy and make a mess of a pretty green wall. Anyway. So now I'm heading back uphill. I'm northbound now. So I'm almost back to where the trail is, to the parking area. It's not, parking area is only like 1,000 feet away. It's along some road. It's not the greatest road, but you could do it in a two-wheel drive. A little bit rough, it's gravel. When it's dry, of course. You drive here when it's raining, you have nobody to blame but yourself. All right. Well, here I am. See that tree? That's by the picnic area. So that's the trail back to the road. So I'm going to go ahead and head back, take a little water break, see what else I can do. Notice the crack keeps going, but that was the easy part I just did.